going on, ladies and gentlemen? DoctorDDub here, and welcome back to Dream Daddy. Oh boy. I feel like I have a little bit of regret every time I decide to stream this, but I end up professing my love for it like halfway through the stream. Today, we're going to be dating every dad we can. I realized last time that we kind of have the option to just kind of date everyone. Everyone's on like a 3-star system type thing. So I think whoever you get to 3 stars first is whoever you end up dating. Hold on. That music in the beginning is really loud. Are you kidding? I don't have options from here? Hold on. Is the game super quiet compared to me right now? The whole you got dads thing? Fan/patience. OTTE. I can turn things up pretty much everywhere as needed. Yeah, it's quiet. Okay. Let me adjust this guy. That should be a little better. Cafe, you're fine. You haven't missed much. Let me know if it needs further tweaking. This game, I swear, is different everywhere. The music in the beginning is super loud, and then everything else is just quiet. Anyway, we've got a message from Craig. Hello, Amanda's dad. Really? It's me, your friend Craig, who loves sports. So descriptive. Is that it? Oh, I clicked off of it. Just kidding. I have nice and smart children who are good at computers. Are these his kids talking? Ah, man, great to hear from you, buddy. Or is he this bad at computers? What's up? I'm still strong. Or sorry, I'm still storng. Strong. I'm strong. I am strong. Ha! Don't I know it? Say, I've been reading up about whey protein. You use that at all? I figured it'd help me develop a bit more muscle. Yes, I know what that is. My children are having a tea party, and they wanted to invite Amanda, but we can't find her on here. On dadbook.com? No wonder they can't find her. Also, hi, Bia. Welcome. You're late as hell. And thank you. Yeah, that actually happened, I think, last time I streamed Dream Daddy. For whatever reason, whenever I hit 100, 200, and 300 subs, I was streaming something, which is... I don't know. Maybe a sign, maybe not. Anyway, for those that haven't watched one of these before, which I think, Christine, you might be the only one, at least who's commented so far, that hasn't. This is a stream I do on either a Friday or Saturday, and alcohol is involved. Hence the thumbnail. We're starting off with some apple whiskey, which is freaking delicious and very, very smooth. Anyway, so we're invited to a tea party at Craig's with his children. The children of the corn, as they were named. Oh, no, you're right, Christine. You did, and this is where the alcohol part comes in. Yeah, you were, explaining why you were Christine C. And I asked if the C was for Critter Cove or something. I don't remember what I said. Physical invitation to follow. He's gonna send us an actual invite. Cool, I'd love to come. I'll let Amanda know. Thank you, Amanda's dad. Attend that party? Heck yes. Great choice for humor, but don't forget to drink water and eat as you go. I won't be eating as I go, but I do have water with me in my trusty water container. Christine, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Coffee time. You know dads love coffee. Gonna brew myself something black as midnight on a moonless night. I put on a fresh pot and work on a few word jumbles while I wait for it to brew. Hey, this one spells sorrow. Dad, ready for today? I'm ready for every day, sweetie. Gonna tackle it head on. No, are you ready for the thing that we're gonna do today? The thing that you promised you'd do? Honey, I already told you that I'm not going to throw away my Tom Clancy novels. They're just stacked in the living room. I keep bumping into them and knocking them over and you don't even read them. Wait, no, that's not what I'm hearing about. The tea party, Dad. Nope, I don't remember that. It really is a beverage stream cafe. You are 100% right. Craig's Kids, that hand-drawn invitation? Amanda walks over to the refrigerator and comes back with a hand-drawn invitation on a sheet of computer paper, inviting Amanda and Amanda's dad to the tea party, or to a tea party. Substance, the guys behind this, actually, I don't know if they still run the channel. I should probably look them up. They have a YouTube channel. It was two guys who did Let's Plays on YouTube. And they decided to make this. Their name's The Game Grumps. I don't know if it's all one word or not, but that's who it's made by. I'm sure they got help and it's not just the two of them. Maybe this was just their idea, baby. And they were just behind it. They didn't actually program. I don't know. Maybe they did all of it. They spelled cordially wrong. Oh, they're children. Of course they did. Just put on some going outside pants and let's get going. I can go outside in sweatpants. Nothing's stopping me. Dad, just... I'll see you in a minute. Put on going outside pants? Or say screw you to authority? Guys, I need your help here. What are we doing? Which one are we going with? Do we put on actual, like, I'm adulting today pants, or do we go outside in our sweats? I kind of want to do that, but... Rena, sweats are pants too. Going outside pants for sure. Aw, you guys are no fun. But I guess it's for the best. Wait! Craig isn't the one with the creepy children. That's... It's been like, what, 2 or 3 weeks? I'm just now starting drinking this in the alcohol. I don't remember... Joseph. That's who's got the creepy kids. The children of the corn. That's Joseph. Okay. Hello! Thank you for coming to our tea party. You're welcome. I do my best to bow. Oh, and present my daughter, who thanks them with a curtsy. This way, please! Briar and Hazel lead us to a small table with tiny chairs. Some are occupied by stuffed animals, and Matt and his dartle, Carmencita, are here too. What's up, Matt? They funded the project. Other people who wrote the game, they talk about it in some videos on their channel. Cool. That's good to know. Thank you, Bia. Matt raises a comically small plastic teacup at me. Hey, dude. How's the tea?
Hey.
The imaginary tea is absolutely wonderful. I taste a hint of lemongrass. Hello, Carmencita. Bounces, like, real quickly. Hello, Mr. Amanda's dad. Please, have a seat. I wonder if they have any outfits other than their baseball attire. Probably not. I sit down between Amanda and Matt. Of course, because it's a dad we can date. Why wouldn't we sit next to him? I don't think I'm going to be able to get out of this chair. What, because it's meant for children?
Hey.
Hi, everyone.
Hey.
Oh, that's Daisy. Oh, my gosh. Daisy and Brian. I turn to see Daisy and Brian enter into the backyard and take a seat next to us. Sorry, we're late. Daisy made me put on my going outside pants. Oh. Your name would be Mr. Thornberry? I know. I wish they used our last name more often. I didn't make myself look like Nigel Thornberry for nothing. See, Amanda? Amanda gives me a knowing look, and I return an obliging wink. She rolls her eyes. Is that really something your daughter had to pressure you into, Brian? As if... Oh, this is great. I give Amanda another, even more exaggerated wink. She rolls her eyes even harder. Thank you all for taking time out of your busy schedules for some high tea. I feel like I have to, like, do this number while I say that. Now, if you all put on your designated tiaras. I wish I knew this was coming and I had a tiara prepped. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. See, even Brian brought his outside pants. I know, it was the right call. I would have been still better dressed than the two hosts of the tea party. But whatever. Also cafe, love the pun. It's beautiful. Tiaras. There are little tiaras sitting on everyone's plates. Well, except for Brian's. His is a softball helmet. What? Oh, we ran out of tiaras. I don't think this is going to fit me, but I appreciate the thought. Dad, you're royalty. Please act like it. Ha! Brian tries to balance the ill-fitting softball helmet on top of his head, but it immediately tumbles off and into the bushes. I'll get that later. Hey, everybody. Oh, Daddy Craig's here. He's in sweatpants. He's not in his going outside pants. Craig said, wow. And so it begins. Craig comes out with a teapot and a tray of sandwich cookies. That sounds amazing. Dad, is the tea ready? Yeah, it's been, steeping for a while now. Awesome.
Oh.
Would you girls like to serve your guests tea? No, thank you. We'd much appreciate our servants' help. Oh, please don't tell me that's me. And that's why they've been referring to me as Amanda's dad. Craig leans over to me. Oh, that's him. Okay. Craig places teacups in front of all of us and a single sandwich cookie onto each of our plates. He pours some tea into my cup. Awfully fluorescent for tea. I clink my teacup with Matt's and take a sip. What is this, like an energy drink?
Hey.
Substance, I would have to agree with you there. He kind of does. Good lemonade. It's tea.
Hey.
Right. Very good tea. I lean over to Amanda, who's happily enjoying her tea. So, what do we do at tea parties?
Huh?
We enjoy the splendors of upper-class society, Father. She takes a dainty bite of her sandwich cookie. Marvelous. So, the meeting of princesses has been called to order. Hear, hear. But I'm a warrior princess. I hunt and stuff. I have, like, a really cool sword. Okay. Good for you, Hazel. Can I be a space princess? I'll allow it. And I'll be a rock star princess. I'm also space princess. Can there be more than one? Space is pretty big, don't you think? I changed my mind. I want to be a space princess too. Dad, what are you? Do I get to be a princess? Awfully fluorescent. Bia, that comment was awfully fluorescent of you. Thank you for your input. Duh. Well, I guess that makes me... History Channel princess? Hacker princess? Or rude boy princess? Oh. I feel like either History Channel, because we're a nerd for that Ice Road Paranormal Activity Truckers show, which I think is on the History Channel. And Rude Boy Princess just sounds hilarious. So I'm kind of opting for that. And if I don't hear from anyone soon, it's happening. I know there's delay, but I've given this enough time. Rude Boy Princess it is. If I drop my crown on the floor, I'll make sure to pick it up. I'll make sure to pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. I was all invested and now this. I'm sorry. And there was delay, guys. I'm sorry. For these decisions, it's got to be quick because I'm not going to just sit here and wait. We got to keep things moving, you know? And I have this set to ultra low latency, so you should be seeing and hearing what I'm saying like 2 to 3 seconds after I say it. So you got to act fast. I feel like I'm on an infomercial. Act now! And this game can be yours for only 3 low payments of $19.99 plus shipping and handling. I think I'll be landscaper and general contracting princess. Barista princess reporting for duty.
Hey.
Hey everybody, CrossFit princess here. Not now, servant. Folds his arms. If it weren't for the princess uprising, it would be you serving me. We sip tea for a little longer. Mighty fluorescent. And then the girls run off to fight dinosaurs as space rock star warrior princesses, I think. They grow up so fast. It was like yesterday that I was helping Amanda throw her own tea parties. Dinner with Superman is done. It's time for some drinking and adult time with some dad dating. Hello, Cian Blue, and welcome. Did she make you a servant too? You betcha. Carmencita made me actually brew tea for hers. Pitfalls of owning a coffee shop.
Oh.
I guess that's fair. Pitfall? Your custom blends are amazing. That hibiscus one you gave me a while back was choice.
Hey.
Aw, thanks.
Hey.
It's really nice the girls are getting along. Yeah, I'm really glad we moved into this community.
Hey.
We are too. Amanda's been kind of a role model to them, you know? Substance, I'm sorry. It happens. Every so often, if you click, and I was advised this from someone else, if you click, if you feel like you might be behind, double the speed, it'll say you're live, but if you advance it to like play the live stream back at twice the speed, which is actually a setting you can choose, I think it's on the bottom right corner, I think, and play it at twice speed, it'll catch you back up to what's more live than what it's telling you is live. So, good to know. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I hadn't even realized, and I don't even know if Amanda does either, but I guess they're right. All the girls in the neighborhood look up to her. She seems to go out of her way to play with them. Yeah, I was kind of debating or questioning the age gap between Amanda and all the other kids. She does seem to be older, but she's acting more of a role model, which is cool. I'm so proud of her. I should have read this before I just did that. You better not proud cry at this tea party, Doc. I brought extra word jumbles if anyone wants to kill some time while the girls play. Oh. The day rolls on and the girls all get tuckered out. Amanda spends the whole day playing with them and taking their pictures, promising that she'll send them the best ones later. We all clean up and help put away the tea sets and tables, then head out as Daisy and Carmencita fall asleep on their dad's shoulders. Aww. Kinda cute. Take care, guys. Thanks for coming. Bye, Rude Boy Princess. Oh, that's a great title. Okay, this song has really grown on me. I don't know why. It's just so, like, it fits so well. And I'm making hand gestures over here. Like this. Like, it just fits so well. And you can't see them because I'm used to a rectangle webcam, not a heart-shaped one. Oh, this is fun to make this overlay, though. It really was. You want dinner? Nah, I filled up on cookies. Because that's totally dinner. Me too. I'm tired. Dude, same. Playing with a bunch of little kids who all simultaneously want your attention and approval is surprisingly exhausting. But in a good way? But also kind of in a scary way. How so? I feel like I gotta be on my best behavior for them. I don't want to let them down. Is this because you still feel bad about dropping the F-bomb in front of your cousin that one time? I corrupted her, Dad. She's secondhand smokes now. Well, those kids really look up to you. Glad they have you as a role model. My dad acting? My dacting? Well, thank you, Bea. I've been told, don't you dare do accents for this game, so I try to at least provide some inflection. Shucks, Pops. I ruffle Amanda's hair. Like a noogie? Or like the, not a noogie, for
You've got dads.
We got dads! And it's like the Amazon logo, but with dads. It's kind of amazing. Hence, Dadmazon. So good. Okay, so we've been on a date. Was that the date with Craig? Actually, we can check real quick. Yeah, so we've been on a date with Craig. We've been on a date with Matt. That was the ice cream and movie thing, or concert? Concert? I think it was a concert. It was a concert. That was towards the end of a stream, if that's telling at all. Brian, we did the mini golf with. Robert. If anyone remembers what we did for some of these dates, feel free to chime in. What did we do with Robert? Was his date the one that was prompted after Hugo's son was trying to get us to buy him booze? Or, sorry, not booze. E-cig? Vapor fluid, whatever he was asking us to buy. Damien, I know we haven't been on a date with. That could be fun. You're right, Rena. We did go to the bar and just drink. That would be why. Alright, so Damien, Hugo, or Joseph. I think we just started going down the line. Shall we continue that, or do you guys have a date preference you'd like to see first? Bottom three, Damien, Hugo, and Joseph. Damien is the hot topic, not actually hot topic, shopping dude who likes his Victorian-esque clothing and seems like he's secretly a vampire. I don't think he actually is, but he really seems like it. Hugo is actually Amanda's teacher, which is super awkward. And then Joseph is the father of the children of the corn, as Sparkle Salsa once called them. Because, my goodness, they're creepy. We have not drank enough for Damien. Cafe, I can agree with that. So we have one vote for Hugo, and then Bia expressing her love for Damien. So Hugo it is right now. Hugoing once. Hugoing twice. Sold for Hugo. The dad jokes on the dad stream. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Well, I haven't actually done it yet. I agree with the, assuming you guys are going to be here for a little bit, I'll do Damien in a little bit. But I feel the need to... Let's just say I agree with Cafe's statement that we have not drank enough for Damien. Stand up for yourself. Don't anyone... Get whatever job, something. I navigate to Hugo's dad book page and type out a message. I'm gonna refresh drinks before we get this date going, but I didn't read that. Hey Hugo, great seeing you at the barbecue. Wanna hang out sometime? I wait for a few minutes before the computer dings. Ding! Uh-oh. I'm so glad you messaged me, and I definitely want to hang out sometime. But I have a favor to ask. Our class is going on a field trip to the aquarium today, and one of our chaperones called in sick. Is there any possible way you could come by and replace them? Ah! Yes, absolutely. Why is my response, uh-oh? That sounds awesome, because that means it's free, usually. I completely understand if you don't want to or can't make it. But I'm gonna be honest with you here. It's the middle school class. I need as much help as I can get. I think about it for a moment. Man, that's a lot of screaming kids that I'd be accountable for. And they're in middle school. Arguably the worst age to be. As if it's their fault. I love it. Oh, good snacks are the best snacks, Cafe. My mom was, I was in band in high school, and I was in drumline, and we had what were called pit dads, which helped with the loading of equipment, and we also had band moms, which were just awesome, caring women who happened to be mothers of band kids, who were just freaking awesome and helped out with pretty much everything. And my mom was a band mom, so I saw her at like literally every band function ever. And it was awesome. She was a cool mom. Is a cool mom. She's still my mom and is still alive. So is a cool mom. Okay, moving on. Amanda... I combine those words. Amandantly. Amanda silently trudges into the kitchen and pours herself a bowl of cereal. Morning, Amanda. Morning, Pops. Hey, how was middle school for you? Oh, sorry, that was weird. Bad, but nobody likes middle school. It's 3 years of bad acne, crying, and being generally terrible. Oh, why is that so accurate? Oh, a free trip to the aquarium. I know, that's what I'm saying. And yes, she's definitely still is. You say that as a completely unbiased ocean. Would that be a oceanographer? Not an oceanograph? Unless I'm saying that terribly wrong. Wouldn't you be an oceanographer? One who studies the ocean? I don't know. Or maps the ocean, I guess. Anyway. Ugh. Everyone sucks. No self-awareness. It's just a bunch of hormonal teenagers locked in a gross old building for 40 plus hours a week, doing long division and starting fights over, I don't know, pizza day? Top 40s pop. Oh gosh. Middle schoolers should be avoided at all costs. What was your middle school experience like? For me personally, it was pretty cool. I had long hair back then, believe it or not. Like, not down to here. I had a shag. If anyone reminds me, and the occasion warrants it, I should really start, like, setting demands for sharing personal photos that are, like, one-offs. Like me in a dress, and me with long hair, me with, red hair, me with earrings, me with a purple mohawk, me with half of my head shaven, me with half of my head shaven and my hair dyed yellow. I should really start ransoming these photos off. Here we call it oceanographo. Where are you from, Bia? I feel like you've told me before, but it's been a while. I apologize. Middle school, I thought it was fine. I'm gonna answer personally here. I thought it was fine. There was nothing really out of the ordinary for me. I had friends who, oh, no, they all wronged me in some way, shape, or form. They were terrible to me. And somehow it was fine. Oh, this is why. And wait, I was terrible to them too. It's all rushing back to me. Middle school was awful. I had repressed it for so long.
Alright.
Ooh, Brazil. I'd say exotic, but I'm sure you hear that all the time and hate hearing that. So I'll just say, cool. Rio de Janeiro? I'm sorry, that was so bad. Oh, Dad, did we just have a breakthrough? I think we did. See, middle schoolers are reprehensible. Wait, why are you asking me about middle school? Oh, Mr. Vega requested my help to chaperone his middle school class to the aquarium. I just wanted to know what I was in for. Wow. I see how it is, Bia. Calling me names. Oh, jeez. You get to go to the aquarium? Are you kidding me?
Huh?
The last field trip I got to go on was to the clam chowder factory. They didn't even give us clam chowder. They gave us square pizza at a clam chowder factory. Oh, is that why you won't eat clam chowder anymore?
Huh?
No, it's because Bobby Wellingham threw up into one of the vats of clam chowder, and I'm the only one who saw it happen. It haunts me. Oh, gosh. Yeah, especially if their, like, quality control department didn't catch it, and then it got canned, I guess, and then sent out. You'd be eating someone's... gross. Tracy and Trix joining within, like, seconds of each other? Hello! What did I do to deserve such things? Hello and welcome. We're about to go on a date with Hugo to chaperone a middle school field trip to the aquarium, despite just having a conversation with Amanda about how crappy and terrible middle schoolers are. Sorry if any of you out there are in middle school, although I feel like my audience is like my age or older, but whatever. Right, let's leave that story firmly in the past.
Huh.
Anyway, you should just do it. Mr. Vega sounds like he could really use the help. Plus, you get to hang out with cool fish. Amanda, I get kind of weird about aquariums. The ocean makes me nervous. What, are you worried that a whale is gonna pop out the touch tank and swallow you whole? Don't you put fear in my heart. Don't you put that on me, Ricky Bobby. Oh, I'm in a mood. Well, do they have penguins there? Yes, they have penguins there.
Yeah.
Then it's settled. Penguins outweigh fear of ocean. I sit back down at the computer and let Hugo know that I'm available. He tells me to meet him at the aquarium and gives me the address. I grab my keys and kiss Amanda on the forehead before I head out. I arrive at the aquarium to find that the school buses have beaten me there. Preteens huddle around their teachers in small groups, yelling at each other and goofing off. Every teacher looks like they're at wit's end. All right, while you guys say hello to each other, I will be right back. I have to top off on my beverage. So I'll see you in just a sec. Have fun. Don't miss me too much. Thank you, Substance. And Cafe. I'm embarrassed to say how long it took me to do. But it's there, and it exists, and now I just make slight modifications of it. And I need to change all the ones that say food/water, or grabbing a drink, or no. All the ones that say something about water to just drink, because sometimes it's not water. Like tonight. Which is why I specifically changed it for tonight. Okay, kids are yelling at each other. Every teacher is about to pull out their hair.
I don't know.
That was a lot of dialogue. I don't know. I'm sorry, Rena. I hope it's still fun, though. Hugo jogs up to me, looking frazzled. I'm so glad you're here. Hugo! It's been a debacle all morning. We're shorthanded, and most of the kids won't stop screaming, as I'm sure you know is the case with all middle schoolers. I've lived through Amanda at 12. I'm all too familiar. Great. Well, it's you and me chaperoning a group of 10 kids. They're over here. Wait, he needs a second hand? For 10 kids? I chaperoned a group of 8 12-year-old boys at a summer camp once upon a time, by myself. And my goodness, had to keep them in line. It was work. Hugo walks me over to a gaggle. Not a gander, or a pack or a flock, but a gaggle of preteens who are all sitting on the ground, playing with their phones. Oh, kids these days. Young whippersnappers. I feel like I can say that. They're not kicking each other like some of the other groups, so we're off to a good start.
Oh.
Can you guys put your phones away? Are we not going to get some aquarium in the background? Like, come on. All the kids look up for a moment and stare at Hugo. They then go back to their phones. Or to texting. At least they're quiet? Too quiet. These guys are up to something. I can feel it. There's no way. They're too busy thinking about not getting food stuck in their braces to pull any stunts. It's middle school, after all.
Oh.
Oh. Yeah, I'm sorry, Cafe. That sounds terrible. Because Girl Scouts are implied that they're girls. I'd rather have... Well, at that age, no. Yeah, I'd probably rather have girls. Oh, boy. Oh, did you guys know Boy Scouts has been opened up to both genders and is now just Scouts? As a Boy Scout, that is weird to me. Like, very strange. And I don't know how I feel about it. But, whatever. We'll see. The classes start filing into the aquarium. Look at this aquarium! It's so cool looking! And Hugo hands out massive stapled packets of paper to each kid. Is he gonna be the parent that ruins the aquarium trip for everyone? Probably. These are due at the end of the field trip. Yes, this will be for a grade. No, you can't borrow a pencil. Wow, I would not like this guy. Substance, it's weird and it's not. There's not co-ed troops because of the whole camping aspect. That would be wrong on a whole lot of levels, or just risky on a whole lot of levels. It's still done, you know, all male and all female troops, but it's opened up to everyone, which it's fine. I don't know how I feel about it, but it's fine. These are due at the end of the field trip. Yes, I already read that. The kids collectively groan and grab their sheets from Hugo. That's them groaning. What's in the packet? Honestly, it's just busy work so that the teachers can have a moment's reprieve. I think one of the questions asked them to sit quietly for 10 minutes to think about the Great Barrier Reef. That is so genius! Teacher hacks. I like that. Oh, man. Wait, what? Wait, I thought you were an English teacher. What does the aquarium have to do with books?
Oh.
We just did a unit on The Old Man and the Sea. Nothing quite like introducing kids to the futile perseverance of the human spirit by making them pet stingrays.
Oh.
It gives us time to check out some of the exhibits as well. Come on, they have a phenomenal section of tropical fish. Cafe? Oh gosh. Tricks, can I be real with you for a second? Just with the whole nature of streaming, I just like glance over at chat sometimes and then back to the game. I glance over, read I did brownies, and then go back to the game. And without the context of the conversation that we have been having regarding scouting and Girl Scouts and all that, I was like, wait, what tricks? Like, this is something new for you, I think. Why are you sharing this? That's just what went through my head just then. Just thought I'd let you in. Sorry, catching up on chat. Wait, when you were of age to what, Bia? Are you saying like when you were of age to be a scout, female scouting wasn't a thing? Or scouting period wasn't a thing? Or... Oh, I didn't share. Sorry, guys. I know you're all dying to know what I'm drinking. Tonight we have a sampler pack of Blue Moon beers. So we're currently going with the Blue Moon. I think it's mango wheat. Yes. Brewers Select. It's got the mango wheat, Belgian white, and one other. I don't remember what. But that's what we'll be cycling between this evening. Scouting period. I'm sorry, Bia. I love scouts. Not to rub it in, but It was a lot of fun. I'm glad I did it. Wait. Stop making them use their phones to give him a test and took a powder before he started? What do you mean? Did I miss something? Potentially? While the kids sit on the floor and pretend to do their assignments while they text, Hugo and I wander over to a large tank filled with brightly colored fish. Hugo points to a brown and white fish with long spines. Oh. That right there is a lionfish. Did you know that their stomachs can expand up to 30 times in size? Whoa. Their spines are venomous too. Nature is hardcore.
Yes.
I feel like this is the Game Grumps that recorded just some really not great audio samples that are being overlaid for every character. I don't know. You think that's bad? Take a look at this one over here. Hugo points to a spiny, grumpy-looking fish hanging out near the bottom of the tank.
Hey!
That's a stonefish, the most venomous fish in the world. And they just, like, keep it here? Oh, they're relatively harmless, so long as you don't step on them. What happens if you step on them?
Oh.
Took a powder means left the area? The only powder reference I know is in relation to drugs, so I was very curious what you meant by that. I was like, wait, he did what? Thought like he... I'm not gonna say. I thought you meant something much worse than leaving the area. Bia, how are you so educated on the making of this game? Are you on Google or Wikipedia right now? But anyway, if you step on a stonefish, you get tissue necrosis, which means your skin dies, which is bad. Cool.
Hey.
Nature is wild. Yeah, any like flesh-eating bacteria or stuff like that is terrifying. I saw plenty of photos of that stuff in like biology in college and high school and whatnot. Oh, that stuff is funky. Like, ugh. Sorry. But yeah, I missed its whole like launch, so I had this suggested for Valentine's Day, and I was like, screw it, let's do it. And here we are. So, yeah. Man, Hugo seems to know a lot about fish. I feel the overwhelming need to impress him. This isn't Brian, Dr. Thornberry. This is Hugo. No need to, like, constantly one-up each other. Hey, see that fish over there? That one? Yeah, that's the... American longfin. Actually sounds like a fish that could exist. Blue-nosed wiggly fish. What? And humphead wrasse. Humphead wrassel? A wrasse? That's not an L, that's an exclamation mark. It's not Brian. Anytime we've gotten into that like one-upping mentality, it's been with Brian and playing Pokemon with our daughters and like out shooting him at mini golf, which I am really proud of myself, by the way, for last time we did the date with Brian and freaking nailed that mini golf game. That's from their Endless Ocean playthrough. How do you guys know this stuff? We got a vote for humphead wrasse, a vote for 2, which is blue-nosed wigglyfish, and a vote for American longfin. Next vote I see will break that tie. Come on, guys. Hooray, please. You know what? They're all coming in. We're going to do this number. I'm going to close my eyes so you can see that they're closed, right? They're closed. And that one.
Oh.
I don't even know what I selected. Did anyone see what I picked? My eyes are still closed. I think it was the top one. Which would have been the American longfin. Oh, substance. It's a majority vote type thing, and in this case, it was just a randomized one because they were all equally. I have no clue. Did you know that? Oh, sorry. Did you know that paranormal fish trivia, psychiatric fish trivia, and political fish trivia? Yeah, it might have been going too fast. Paranormal fish trivia sounds like the way to go here. This fish sleeps upside down, but contrary to popular belief, is not an actual vampire. That's the vampire fish.
Oh.
Thank you, Cafe. Thank you. Wait, are you serious? Serious as a heart attack? Oh, or do we pull his leg? Let's pull his leg. Absolutely not. I'm playing it for the gag here.
Oh.
Ooh, he likes it. We're in, guys. We're in. Ha! Good one. We lead the kids to another room. Sharks, sea turtles, eels, and other marine life swim around in a massive floor-to-ceiling aquarium. The kids begin trying to take selfies with the sharks. Hugo leaves my side to separate two kids who started fighting over a Capri Sun. Capri Sun challenge? Anyone? I walk around the room reading the tiny little blurbs about different fish swimming inside the enclosure. After a while, I look around and see Hugo again. He's gazing up at the aquarium in childlike wonder. The ripples in the water cast blue, moving shadows across his face. For someone surrounded by angry, hormonal preteens, he looks completely peaceful. Hold on. Substance, I got you. What was that? You feel like you're swimming against the tide? That was really loud in my ears. I don't know if that was any louder in your ears. I'm sorry if it was. I have the balance. How do I say this easily? Yes, that was loud. It's because I have the game turned up. Therefore, it was louder as well. So, sorry. I won't do it again. I promise. He looks really cute in this light. I hope he doesn't notice me staring. Oh. Wait. Fun fact, I have a selfie with a shark head that we were using to study its anatomy from 2 years ago. Like, literally just a shark head, Bia? Oh. Oh my gosh, Coco, who are you and what have you done with Coco? Also welcome.
Hey.
Wow. I walk over to join him. Beautiful, isn't it? Coco, to fill you in, we are currently on a date / volunteering to chaperone a group of middle schoolers with Hugo on a field trip to the aquarium. Ooh, Bia, that sounds kind of awesome. And by kind of, I mean really. I'd love to see that. Beautiful, isn't it? I'd rather stare at you. Ooh, I don't know if I want to be that forward. We're playing the field here, remember, guys? Like, we gotta keep it, you know, middle ground. Like, flirtatious, like, do they want me? Do they not? Not like, I don't want to lay it on too thick, you know? Are those two sharks kissing? We can learn a great deal from Mother Ocean. A great many mysteries lie in the ocean. It truly is fascinating to be able to observe it in such a setting as this. There go the eggplants. I freaking love it. Oh, Bia, yeah. Feel free. If you want, mark it as spoilers. If you're worried about people being grossed out by the shark head, preface it in stuff that's not in spoilers and then put the rest of it in spoilers along with the photo. Do you know how to do that? If not, I can let you know. Hey, keeping with the fish theme, I met this guy once who took a ship's wheel and mounted a shark head on the middle of it so he could hang it on his little brother's wall by request. Oh, it was ceramic. Okay. Cafe, no, I've never been that unhappy, actually. When I get happy, I explode in eggplants, rainbows, and teardrops. Because that is just like taking excitement as most people know it, like your average Joe's excitement's here, and then you got eggplant teardrop excitement up here. Like, that is the pinnacle of excitement. That's what you want to strive for in life, is the eggplant explosion combined with teardrops and just rainbows, sunshine, puppies, all just emanating from your body. That is what you want to aim for. And going into a real deep conversation here, that's a very astute point, Doc. See, he agrees. He agrees wholeheartedly with the explosion of eggplants and sunshine and happiness and rainbows and puppies. Although there weren't puppies in that, but there should have been. We stand together for a moment, admiring the wonders of marine life. Ooh, different scene. This makes me want to go to an aquarium. Like, real bad. We eventually make our way to the touch tank room, where a shark then jumps out of the tank and eats us whole, as Amanda prefaced, which seems to be the only thing the kids are actually interested in. The tank is filled with a variety of horseshoe crabs, sea urchins, stingrays, and small fish. I stand around the edges of the tank and keep a wary distance from the sea life. Who knows what kinds of nefarious plans those horseshoe crabs have for my well-moisturized hands. Cafe. I love it. I have been corrected. We would not explode into puppies. We would explode into guppies. Which rhymes with puppies and is aquarium-oriented. Shame on me for not. You're quite the shark there, Cafe. I appreciate it. Hugo rolls up his sleeves and sticks his hand in the water. Don't you want to pet some rays, Doc? I've done this before, actually, and they're freaking smooth and, like, slimy, but in, like, the coolest way possible. It's awesome. Oh, I think I'm good. I don't really... I think I should just stay over here and, admire them from a respectable distance. Come on! It'll be fun. And informative. Don't make fun of me, but I'm scared to touch them. I get weird when there's no glass separating us. I don't know what any of those things are, but I get the feeling they will probably bite me in my delicious hands, if given the chance. Nothing in this tank can hurt you. The stingrays have had their barbs removed, the horseshoe crabs only eat little clams, and the anemones are perfectly safe to touch. Against my better judgment, I approach the tank, slowly dipping my hand into the cold water. I touch a stingray as it glides past me. Epic. See? Not so bad. Feels like fun, slimy leather. That's a pretty accurate description. Things get a lot less scary when you learn more about them, right? I dive my hand back into the touch tank with a renewed vigor for ocean life. I poke at some urchins and feel the hard carapace of a horseshoe crab. My hand brushes against Hugo's as we reach for the same anemone. I pull away, blushing. Hugo smiles at me. Hey, you're supposed to be touching the fish. Sorry, I just get a little carried away Wait. That girl over there looks suspicious. Why is that?
Oh.
Are backpacks usually that wet? Hold on. Did she go swimming with the... Oh. Your character would die in my lab classes, although the animals we work with are usually dead and swimming in formaldehyde. Yeah. I once shared that life, Bia. Believe it or not, I have a biology major. I have a BS in biology. So I definitely had my fair share of formaldehyde-soaked creatures and dissections. Swimming with the fishes is not dead, CN Blue. It's not dead. Cafe, I'm glad you're having a good time. I am too. I love these streams. They're fun. And not just because there's alcohol involved, but because everyone seems to love them a lot. And it's fun. We got a little, like, tight-knit group of people hanging out, chilling, having some fun. Also, I'm just now seeing that we've got what look like red blood cells, which are clearly not red blood cells over here. Some jellyfish, 3 of them to be precise. The saddest looking shark or whale or dolphin. No, not a dolphin. We'd have a pointier snout. Shark or whale that I've ever seen. Some stingrays and then some more stingrays, but like way smaller. This is so cool. Anyway, Hugo's chasing down the girl with a wet backpack. Susan! Susan, get back here! Hugo runs after the middle schooler and catches her before she can make it to the exit. Want to tell me what's in the bag? Did she bag something from the... I thought she went swimming with it. No, she literally stole something out of the fueling tank. Speaking of fueling tank, I'm feeling a need to welcome Laura to the fish tank that is tonight's stream. Hi, Laura. Want to tell me what's really in the bag? Susan won't budge. Stupid middle schoolers. I walk over to Hugo and the girl. I think he might need a bad cop. Look, kid. We don't have time for games here. That's an easy 5 to 10 in the clink. I'm not afraid to hit a child. Oh. All right, Substance. / everyone else. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger fish by its toe. See what I did there? Because it's like an aquarium. What are we doing? We're playing bad cop, but I'm not going to threaten to hit a child. So, no time for games. First one, same thing. Second one, 2 for 1, 1 for 2. What am I watching right now? Judge, you are watching Dream Daddy. We're currently on a date with a fellow dad named Hugo, our daughter's teacher. And it's not really a date, we're chaperoning a middle school field trip to the museum. And right now we're in an interaction with a girl who has a super wet backpack. And we're approaching her. And we're playing bad cop and choosing what to do. Okay, so we have 2 for 1, 1 for 2, 2 for 2, 3 for 2. Cafe, hurry, hurry, hurry. Please make it 4 for 2 so I can just do that and call it good. Judge, you know you're gonna love this. I hope you have more time tonight. It's a Friday, so you should hang out and don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Yep, that's an easy 5 to 10 in the clink. I had a bud go down for that once. He came out a changed man. Said he missed the bars. Oh gosh. You're not a teacher. You can't tell me what to do. Hmm? Yes? Well, I am. Can you please put the bag down? Next time, we won't say please. We're not threatening at all, yet somehow we're threatening a child. It's hilarious. Susan glares at Hugo for a moment before dropping her book bag on the floor. It lands with a wet slap. We stare at it for a moment before it starts to move.
Huh?
Huh? Hugo leans down and unzips the backpack. A horseshoe crab frantically scuttles out and across the floor. An employee swoops in, scoops it up, and places it back in the tank. Good job, Hugo. She gives us a disapproving look. What was she gonna do? Take it home with her? It lives in a tank of water. Did she just soak her backpack and then think it'd be fine? Jesus, Susan, what was your plan? I was trying to free him. To where? Outside? Where he was gonna die?
I don't know.
Susan, go back to your group. We'll discuss this later. Yeah, and hands where we can see them. Oh my goodness. Susan sulks off, leaving me alone with Hugo. He gives me a pat on the shoulder. Aww. We gained approval from Hugo. She is feeling crabby. Maybe she needs a Krabby Patty to cheer her up. Get it? Krabby Patty? Get it? Get it? Ha! Cyan Blue, please, no! No, 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 no. Middle schoolers have sticky hands. I doubt that's the first time that's happened here. You guys. Or the last. I say with impending doom. In the next room, we see a variety of smaller tanks, sea urchins, tiny fish, and a rainbow of beautiful underwater plant life surrounds us.
Ah!
Look over here. Hugo points to some seahorses gathered at the bottom of a tank. One of them is in the middle of giving birth. Okay, that'd be cool to see. That's actually the male seahorse. Sort of takes fatherhood to a new level, doesn't it? Hold on. All good. Or not. We'll see. Hey, kids, come check this out. There's a male seahorse giving birth. A low murmur from the students. They just jump back on their phones. What? That sounds so cool. Cafe, you're killing me with the puns. Please, for the love of God, continue.
Oh.
I mean, this is a dad joke-centric game, so by all means, the dad jokes are aplenty. Also, Cafe, I'm not ignoring what you said. That was funny. Fun fact, male seahorses can even give birth and then get pregnant in the same day. Oh. No, thank you. Man, we thought we had it hard.
Ah.
Did we, though? Like, I am totally of the mindset that, thank God I'm a man and don't have to go through childbirth. Respect to all women that do. That seems terrible. In like a, I'm giving birth and creating life, it's awesome kind of way, but like the pain, not gonna pretend that I'm okay with that. I wonder if they have to deal with their kids' awkward teenagers too. All however many thousand of them. Oh, that's awesome. Wow, too informative for me. Sorry, Substance. You know, the whole birds and the bees thing. It happens. You seem to know a lot about marine life, Hugo.
Oh.
Especially for an English teacher? Like, no kidding. It's not really my specialty, but I do make a point to learn as much as possible whenever I can. I think that learning shouldn't end when you leave school. We should challenge ourselves to find out more about things we don't understand every day of our lives. Because if you stop learning, I don't think you'll ever be able to grow or change as a person. Hashtag deep. Good point. But I still don't trust the ocean. We'll get there. On our next date, maybe. I mean, I feel like I say this every stream of this game because I feel like I have to since its nature is what it is. I'm very much straight, but Hugo's a good-looking guy. Like the jaw structure, the classy mustache, the hair, the outfit, he's dressed pretty freaking nice. I mean, good on you, Hugo. We finally make our way over to my favorite part of the tour, the Arctic exhibit. Is this where we get to see the penguins? See that, guys? See that? I didn't know that was coming, but it's there. Ooh, I have a yellow button down too. I should wear that one of these nights. Although this pink light I have going on in the background really screws with all colors. Like, I used to do green lighting for the forest, because green forest makes sense, but it made my face, like, orange. And I don't know why. Maybe because my webcam's not the greatest thing ever. It's pretty good, but it's not the greatest thing ever. It got really sad. My character and I disagreed so much when I went on this date. I'm sorry, Mia. It happens. Tell the truth, you wrote this game, didn't you? You caught me, Substance. I wrote every line of this game. He said sarcastically.
Oh.
Yes, we get to see the penguins. Also, I need to drink more. For you guys, not for me. This is a selfless act. For you guys. Doc's freelancing college days. No, my freelancing college days consisted of drumming on a street corner in downtown once a month with a tip bucket in front, trying to make money for our organization. It was pretty freaking cool. Hell yes. Okay, penguins are freaking adorable until you play Subnautica. The newest one, Below Zero. Because they have little penguins called penglings, where their head, the top of their head, imagine my head comes to a point, it opens up, and that's where their teeth are. It's terrifying, but in a really freaking cute way. Like, they're so adorable until they open their head, and then it's creepy. But they're still adorably disgusting. It's awesome. Our group of kids runs around the exhibits. They won't stop tapping on the glass of the puffin enclosure. Come on, kids, you know better than that. Trying to get their attention. For at least a few moments, teachers, chaperones, and students alike seem to be having a great time. What was I so worried about? This isn't too bad. That's foreshadowing. I'm telling you.
What?
Hugo suddenly grabs my arm. It's confirmed. Substance, you're right. I totally... Yep. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Like, well, not this exact thing, but like... For once, everything's going right. Insert everything going wrong here. Oh my god, there's a student in the penguin enclosure. Wait, just kidding. It's very bad. Is it one of ours? It most certainly is. Molly Henderson. Susan's friend. I look over to the penguins to see a determined-looking kid crouching behind a rock. She's hiding just out of sight of one of the employees. Over on this side of the enclosure, I see the door to the exhibit ajar. Was it unlocked this whole time? We gotta stop her before the staff sees and bans our school for life. Yeah, no kidding, Substance. I feel you there, and apparently Hugo does too. Hugo looks around. I'll create a distraction. Hugo runs toward the puffin exhibit and addresses the entire room. Everybody, everybody, everybody! I have an announcement! The whole room turns toward Hugo.
Oh.
Here's a few facts I bet you didn't know about penguins. Everybody stares at Hugo, confused. Well, this is my shot. I run into the enclosure and am greeted by a cold blast of air. Psst! Hey! The girl whips around to look at me. Her nose is pink from the cold. You can't be in here! Neither can you! I try to walk over to the girl, but the ground is so icy that I just end up slipping. I catch myself before I hit the ground, but the girl still laughs at me. Contrary to popular belief, penguins are birds. Birds are traditionally known to fly, but penguins cannot. So I can understand some confusion when we're discussing the birdness of penguins. The crowd is still somehow enraptured. Kid, what are you even doing? I'm letting the penguins go. They deserve freedom. Oh, God. Where are they even going to? They're gonna live in my closet. Look, I don't even have the time to argue about this. We're gonna get out of here. Not until I save a penguin. Little known fact is that penguins only live in cold climates. With some exceptions. So they don't all live in cold climates, if you're splitting hairs here. Did I mention that they don't fly? Oh boy, the crowd is starting to lose interest. I'm running out of time. Lay down the law, try to relate to her, or bribe her. Try to relate to her. She was a middle schooler. That's gotta be the way to go, right? Think back to the time I released all the feeder mice from the pet store. It was a disaster. I was 6, but it was a disaster. Molly, you know, life can be cruel. Money. Give me money. I'll give you $20 right now if you leave with me. Molly thinks for a second. Okay, well, give it to me right now. I reached in my pocket and pull out everything I have. Okay, well, I have $12 and some change. Also, there's a button here. Is that enough? Pay me the other 8 later and we have a deal. We move to shake on an agreement. We moved to shake on our agreement before I suddenly realized there's a wave of penguins on their way out of the enclosure. We're gonna have to block these birds. Oh my gosh. Okay, chat.
Block that bird.
Oh, wait, hold on. Chat, you can wait a second. This is a hand that we're firing out. Go away. Well, this is a mini game. I don't think I have a limited number of hands. It's just forcing him back. Ah, but my hands hit my other hand, so I gotta be careful with how I hand it to him. Ha ha ha. Ha. Ha.
Bribe that team.
Bribe that teen. I shot money into her hands, and the penguin has some in its mouth. Oh, that's amazing. Penguins escaped. 0. Hell yeah. S plus. CM Blue, thank you for offering. I do appreciate it, but it is a little bit too late. Also, thank you for the pun. Okay, I didn't read chat for the past entirety of that conversation, so I apologize. You have 2 adults for 10 kids. You had 5 each to be accountable for. How did this happen? Too busy flirting? Yeah. Incompetent adults. It's a thing, for sure. And by flirting, I mean saying random marine life facts to each other that they have no way to prove it's true. Sorry, the beer burps are getting to me. Substance, I take offense to the fact that the man bun is not equipped. Man bun is always equipped. Excuse you. Shame on you. Guys, I've really got to hand it to you for all these terrible puns. They're fantastic. Whew. Glad that's over. Just in time, too. Looks like Hugo is wrapping up his diversionary penguin speech. Apology accepted, Substance. Apology accepted. And that's why I think that penguins are one of the best animals in the world. A few people in the audience clap out of a sense of duty. Everybody starts dispersing. Hugo spots us from across the way and runs over. Molly, What were you doing in there? I was liberating animals, Mr. Vega. You realize that the penguins can only survive in Arctic temperatures, right? You would have had a dead penguin on your hands. Well, it was the thought that counts. No, Molly, it wasn't. Molly turns to me. You owe me $8.
Huh?
What? I'll pay you later, kid. Molly runs off towards Susan. I suppose so that they can compare animal thief notes. You're not off the hook, Molly. Doc, did you just bribe a child? I feel like we should just straight up own up to it. I bribed a child. I don't know what she's talking about. You can't play by the rules when there's penguins on the line? Oh, yes, that's happening. Listen, man, we've all done dark things in our lives. I'm not the young, bright-eyed youth I used to be. That person believed in a world where you wouldn't have to bribe children to save a penguin. The me today knows different. I only wish I could go back.
Oh.
I love the writing in this game. It's so good. Let's just get through the day and get out of here. Oh, man. With the day finally coming to a close, the whole field trip is ushered through the gift shop, and we make our way back out to the school buses. Wrong storyline. I'm sorry. He made a whole ass essay about penguins. Yeah, it was a little bit repetitive, but he did, and I applaud him for the effort. Like, the effort was certainly there. It just didn't quite work out. Hugo reminds you of Tom Selleck / Magnum PI. I can kind of see that. Yeah, kind of, I guess. I see where you're coming from, at least, Substance. As we leave the aquarium, the kids load onto the buses. Hugo pulls me aside. Yeah, the jawline, like, you can't deny the strong jawline. Hey, Doc, thank you so much for helping out today. You're a lifesaver. You know, bribing my students and all. It was no problem. It's actually kind of fun.
Hey.
Let me take you out next time to make up for it. Or to make it up for you. You guys can read too, right? Because I can't, so you can subsidize what I'm... Okay. You like cheese boards? Oh, I love cheese boards. I'm all about cheese boards. There's nothing on earth more satisfying than a good cheese board. Eggplants, teardrops, hearts. Everywhere. That means we did good. Great. Well, I gotta go make sure the kids don't steal anything else. See you around. Oh. Also, it's a charcuterie board? Is that the way you say it? See you on Blue. How are you married at the age of 12? Your sense of humor dictates your age. How are you married at the age of 12? Because, oh my gosh. He's just telling me it owes him $12. 12, soon to be 20, mind you. Charcuteries would have meat on them. I know, he said cheese board, but I love the meat and cheese combo. The cheese and the grapes, like, it's so good, actually. Anyway, speaking of so good, actually, I have terrible segues into every transition I ever do. But yeah, you guys know what I'm gonna go do. Give me one sec. Wow, I come back to an English lesson. Didn't quite land as a good essay, but it was an essay nonetheless. You call this space-filling word vomit either enterlinguica, if it's written, and verborea, if it's rambling. I am sorry. I'm usually much better with not foreign languages, but guessing my way through them. Substance, I'm glad. That is part of the goal of this stream. It's a fun time, had by most. I won't say all, because some people hate this game. But anyway, Hugo's off to make sure kids don't steal anything. We'll see him later. I walk inside to find the house empty. Where's Amanda? I wonder where the panda's at. Before I know it, Amanda pops in through the front door. What you up to tonight? Just doing some homework. How's the aquarium? It was an adventure. Some kid tried to steal a penguin.
Aww.
We've all been there. I had to run in and grab her before any of the employees saw.
Hey!
You got to go in the penguin enclosure? Did you steal a penguin for us? Amanda, no penguins were stolen thanks to the valiant efforts of myself and Mr. Vega. Holy, that's a lot. See, I'm Blue. 6 grandchildren and 7 from your husband's? Or from your husband? That's a lot of kids. I got 0. I don't even have any children. Neither does my sister. So that's a good thing for me, currently. It was nice getting to spend some time with Hugo, though. I'm surprised he helped complete a covert op. He's usually kind of a what? Kind of a stick in the mud? He's actually pretty cool. I had a good time with him. All right, too much adventure for me today. I'm gonna go rest my eyes. Judge, are you sure you want to go that route? You want to be my child? Because it can happen. It can most definitely happen. You have a 21-year-old and a 17-year-old? 4 years apart? That's pretty good. Also, hello to all 13 of you out there. I know we got some workers tonight, and that's totally fine. But hello to those of you who have not chosen to speak up yet. Welcome, and I hope you're enjoying this lovely, shameless stream, because it's amazing. I don't think you can legally adopt me. Challenge accepted. It's happening. Not really, though, but whatever. You mean take a nap? There's a difference. You'll learn when you become a father. Yes, Amanda is well on her way to become a father. Ooh. 190
rolling with delight.
197,838 dad points and 592,746 daddy points, totaling 91,168,380 daddiest points. We didn't score so great on youth, aquarium, or fish. That's a shame, seeing as how we were on a field trip as a chaperone for youth at an aquarium that had fish. But we had some decent, polite humor. We were great with our friendship, and Colin, we killed it with Colin. What kind of measurement is Colin? I get the rest. They make sense in context. But Colin? Is that a typo and it was supposed to be Hugo or something? What the heck? That is a whole lot of eyebrows. It is! He has a lot of eyebrows. Yes, he does. What are your guys' guesses as to what measurement Colin is? Was I Colin the girl back from the penguin enclosure? Yeah, I don't know who Colin is. I I don't know. We're gonna move on though, cause
Welcome. You've got dads.
I don't know why that's so funny. Okay, I'm laughing at something you guys couldn't just see just then, so this might seem like I'm crazy. I just got an achievement. And if you'll remember, the last thing he said is, you know, I'll make this up to you, I'll take you out sometime. What are your thoughts on cheese boards? The achievement I just earned was called Asiago Getter. With Asiago being a type of cheese and go-getter being what I am, dating every dad in this game. Asiago Getter. Why I found that so funny, I couldn't tell you, but oh my gosh. That was funny. Alright, up next, Damien or Joseph? I feel like I want to do Joseph and then end with Damien for that first date, because, oh, it's only going to get better. Also, hello, Bubba. Welcome to some dad dating. Wait, we have a message. Hold on. From Hugo and Damien. It's a group text. Hey, are you up to anything tonight? Hugo and I were planning to go to the art walk downtown and we're wondering if you would care to accompany us. I would normally write a letter longhand, but I've run out of distressed parchment paper. Oh boy. Whoa, why can't I see Damien? Oh, typical dad not knowing anything about technology. Whoa, why can't I see Damien and Hugo's chat? Am I a hacker? No, I am a bad, what was it, bad boy princess? Not a hacker princess or a History Channel princess? I was a bad something princess? I don't know. But I don't even have a hacker alias. The feds are gonna bust down my door any minute now. I've got to destroy this computer. Doc, this is a group chat. Oh, thank God. Ah, rude boy. That was what it was. Rude boy princess. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, thank God. Do either of you guys know how to destroy a computer? You can run Derek's boot and nuke from a startup flash drive, but once you've done that, it's best to physically destroy the platters altogether. Platters on your hard drives, that is. I'm nerdy enough to know that. The Victorians were well versed in information security. Doc, do you want to go see some art or not? Art is good. Let's go see that. See that art! Please remember to call us once in a while. Damien and Hugo invited me to the monthly art walk in downtown Maple Bay. I've never really been to one of these before, so I'm not quite sure what I'm in for. I think I'm here a bit early. Yeah, there's nothing going on. With whom have you hung out so far today? So, to start things off, we got invited to a tea party with Craig and his two daughters, Maple. No, was it Maple? Maple and Hazel, I think? Hazel and someone else. Starts with a B, maybe? I don't know. We did a date. It wasn't even a date. It was a tea party where Brian and his daughter were present. Hugo. No, not Hugo. Joseph wasn't there. Who else was there? I don't know. We did a tea party. Then we went on a date. And here we are. The date was with Hugo, by the way, at the aquarium. That took a while, actually. And now we're just getting invited on another just whimsical night out on the town, just kind of like the tea party was handled, I think. It's not an actual date, but it's just kind of a, you get to go out and hang out with all the peoples. Seems like you know only slightly more about what you've been doing than I do. Bubba, I'm not that bad yet. Hang on, man. I'll get there, don't you worry. But for now, it's okay. I don't see Damien or Hugo around anywhere, and I feel just a little uncomfortable standing among all these fancy art people. I guess I could pinky out. When in doubt, pinky out. Doc? I turn around. It's Joseph, the father of the children of the corn. We'll do his date next, I think, and then we'll end with Damien's. That sounds like a good night. Yeah, it does. Joseph, what are you doing here? Joseph scoffs at me. What am I doing here? How could you ask me that? I'm obviously a huge art appreciatist. Okay, fine. Damien invited me to this art walk thing. I'm guessing he invited you too? Yep. Admittedly a little out of my depth here. Thank God. I thought I was going to be the odd one out. Are you allowed to say that? Say what? You know. Thank God. Oh yeah, he's super religious, isn't he? Yep. I actually get double points when I say it since I'm a minister. The father of the children of the corn? Yes, that is this guy right here, Joseph. Bubba, if we see his kids later, you will know why. That is a nickname given by our very own Sparkle Salsa. She's not here tonight, nor has she been here in a while. But yes, his children are freaky looking. Their eyes are like dead. There's just like no life in their eyes, and it's terrifying. Hopefully we'll see them. Hopefully in like a, I really hope we don't see them kind of way. The points get you into heaven. That's how it works. Anyway, where are the guys? I look and spot Hugo and Damien, who seem to have just arrived at the gallery. Good eve, good eve, good eve. Evening, friends. Who's ready for some art? I have no idea what I'm in for. Art is dead and nothing is real. What is that from? Is that it's a quote from something. Something is a lie and nothing is real or something? Bubba votes for top one. You know I am. The generic enthusiastic, let's play along with their schemes answer. Good eve? Indeed. Yeah, that's why Damien is like a vampire, unconfirmed, but like he's creepy as hell. Look at his sleeves and how they're all like, they like flare out in their, I don't know. And he's got a cape. The man wears a freaking cape. The cake is a lie, God is dead, and nothing is real. Is that a thing? I don't know. I'm just gonna... They asked if I'm excited for tonight. You know I am. I have no idea what I'm in for.
Yeah.
Honestly. Same. Just to feel Joseph out a little bit here. Make him feel a little bit more comfortable. That's kind of why I'm going with that. I don't want to be the only one that claims, or to claim I'm excited for it, and then Joseph be like, wait, what? You just said you don't know anything about art. All you have to know is if you're ever feeling overwhelmed, there's generally always a table that has free wine and cheese. I like art now. I've got the table in my sights. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go help myself to some tiny wines. Ooh, talk art with Hugo and Damien or get cheese and tiny wine with Joseph. Ooh, decisions, guys. Decisions. Help me decide quickly, though, please. I was invited out by Hugo and Damien, so I kind of want to do that, but also Joseph would be the odd man out if I don't join him. Talk art. Be a lecture art. Dance with the one that brung ya. Jeez, but that is Wisconsin speaking. I feel like I have to do them the solid if they invited me out. So what's his first place?
Oh.
This particular artist specializes in landscape painting of various locales within the American Northeast. Alright, I feel like I need to give some voice to Damien just to explicate his creepiness. I look at the art. It is rad art. At the risk of sounding uninformed, do all these landscapes look like butts to you guys?
Ah.
Oh, Damien and Hugo leaning in, examining the paintings in earnest. It would appear as if you are correct. Valid assessment, Doc. Hey, this art stuff's pretty easy.
Oh.
Oh, it gets more complicated.
Oh.
Sometimes the butts are more symbolic. Sometimes the butts are metaphors. Sometimes art is about the butts they don't draw. Interesting. Joseph returns to our group with tiny cheese and wine. What did I miss?
Oh.
Butts. Shame. The cheese is nice, though. Shall we visit the next place? I was gonna say this place looks empty, but it's all just very bland art, in my opinion. My boy, so misunderstood. I'm sorry, Bia. I haven't had a date with him yet, so maybe my opinions will change. But he has a dead butterfly collection. And he wears a cape. And he has ruffled sleeves. And this game was released in 2017? 2018? No one wears ruffled sleeves that I know of in today's day and age. But who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. We leave the gallery and walk a few minutes before we reach another one. Sorry, I'm trying to read that and like check my webcam and all that. I do mind spoilers, Bia. Please, even in a game such as this, I like experiencing things as they come, so I'll find it when I find it. This gallery is a bit more crowded. Huge paintings of, I'm not even sure, hang on the walls. Oh, geez. Yeah, what am I looking at here?
Hey.
This is abstract art. Oh, sorry. This is abstract art. I think the more important question is, what does this art mean to you? I stare at the painting, concentrating as hard as I can on its meaning. Substance. First of all, how old are you? And second of all, I completely agree. Assuming you're of age. Otherwise, shame on you. Don't you dare have those thoughts. I'm not your mom, or your dad, but whatever. It's a metaphor for the human condition. It reminds me of my childhood. It represents strife. It's a butt. $50? Well then, by all means. Grab yourself a cold one and join me. $53 or 3? 3 sounds softest. Yeah, 50 what? 50 months old? 50 years old? 50 days old? Childhood? Votes Rena? $50 age, 3 by choice. It represents strife. Butts. So we have a vote for all of them. 2 of them were by Bia, which I don't know if I count the butts one, but come on, guys. have more like oneness with each other and give me like one solid answer that I can go with. Otherwise, I'm going to be left to my own devices, which I don't know if you want. Childhood. But that's 2 for childhood. Third choice. Oh my gosh, guys, you're the worst. In the best way possible. I love you guys. It's a metaphor for the human condition. No, I'm not that deep. It reminds me of my childhood. Represents strife. I'm going with it. Sorry if that wasn't your vote. But it just seems right. You guys are giving me too many options here. It's the bot. I touched the bot. Finding Nemo? Anyone? It's a profound statement on the commonality of the struggle of survival.
Hey.
Oh God. That's really powerful, Doc. Care to expound on it? Just kidding, it's a butt. I'm not going with that, because that would make me look like a total ass. With pleasure. These vivid, simple forms communicate a solemnity that is betrayed by the raw expressiveness of the brushwork, which, in a way, speaks to the essential nature of human experience. I hate myself right now. If I ever talk like this, ever, tell me to shut up, please. The scars left by the passage of time and the turmoil of contemporary life are both contextualized and deepened by the rose-colored echoes of both preopedal consciousness. So bad. And no, not everyone's substance. It is for me. Actually, it's 11:12, but different people are on different time zones. I can quote the whole Finding Nemo movie, but only in Portuguese. Oh, that works. All I can say about that dialogue is, at least it is in complete sentences. Pre-opial consciousness could mean... Yeah, I don't know what that means. Oedipal? Technically? Oedipal? Oedipal? I don't know. But that rose-colored echoes of my consciousness, like rose-colored echoes, as opposed to like violet-colored echoes, rose-colored echoes, in my opinion, have a much more... I'm done BSing. Slow down there, Doc. Do us a favor and keep it simple. Everything comes back to butts. That's the moral of the story here. It's a butt.
Oh.
Everybody else stares at the painting. Yeah, that's definitely a butt.
Oh.
While a valid assessment, I can't help feeling your initial judgment may be closer to the artist's intentions. Maybe you're underestimating how much the artist liked butts. You are a servant of the Lord. We're all God's creatures, even butts.
Oh.
Oh my goodness. Comparing this piece to the artist's body of work, I'm pretty sure this represents the sense of isolation he feels, creating traditional abstract artwork in a field that's rapidly moving towards digitization. Wow, how do you figure that?
Ah.
That's what it says on the placard. Oh.
Oh.
Let's look at a few more of these. We walk around the gallery, sampling some more of the artist's work. I almost hate to say it, but abstract art is kind of growing on me. It's interesting that the artist chooses not to let their work be defined by... what's the word? Realism? Realism. As we're looking at one of the paintings, a patron scoffs something nearby. Psh, I could do that. Excuse me? What, butts having to do with psychology, Bubba? Having to do with psychology? The interpretation of artwork? Or just abstract art? You go. Not here. No? Sorry. No! Come back here! The patron walks away, not noticing Hugo fuming right next to him.
Hmm?
You say you could do that, but you didn't. You don't seem to have the intellectual depth or the artistic skill to execute a piece, even a fraction as impressive as this one. Oh, shots fired. Art is the truest expression of the self, and it seems like your self is bad, so your art would be bad. Hugo's insult game isn't the best, but there's no denying his passion. Damien is holding him back at this point.
Oh no.
Friend. He's not worth it. Hugo manages to cool down. He smooths his jacket. Fight!
I don't
Oh,
know.
Tracy, you're bad. I'm sorry, I just love art very much. We know, buddy. I pat Hugo on the shoulder.
Oh.
You know what would ease the mood? The cheese? No,
Ah.
it's wine and cheese. Co-signed. The four of us head over to the wine and cheese table, which thankfully is grounded in realism. And is actual wine and cheese. I love this game's dialogue. It's so freaking good.
Oh.
We got one last stop on the tour. You lot feeling up for it? Is it going to be any weirder than this art? It is absolutely weirder than this art. Let's do it.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Before we get going on this, I'll read this first. Damien, Hugo, Joseph, and I walk over to a performance in the street. Several masked performers in leotards undulate wildly on the ground, screaming both at each other and us. Oh boy. This should be fun. I'm going to grab another drink and use the restroom real quick, and I will be right back. So just to be honest with it, we're going to... Yeah, okay, be right back. Hello. Welcome back. Bubba, to comment on that with the title being repeated in the description, it supposedly, from what I've heard, the crypticness of the YouTube algorithm, it helps. Having your title in both your description and your tags apparently helps, so I do it anyway. Plus, you're limited to 5,000 characters in your description, so it's not like it's taking up space. And Substance, I'm glad you're enjoying this. I don't know. Oh my goodness, excuse me. I don't know why this is any more enjoyable than it was last time, but I'm glad it is. I'm glad you're having fun. And then CM Blue, what the heck do you mean by the pause screen means I'm human? I have to pee. I have to keep drinking to keep this going. It happens. And I don't know. That's one thing I learned from like when I started streaming. I was really not self-conscious, but like really timid to start doing it. I watched dozens and dozens of videos on like how to stream, and a lot of it was, or not a lot of it, a lot of different videos recommended having a be right back screen, because if someone joins and they're just staring at a blank screen with no one in the screen and like just nothing happening, they're just gonna leave immediately. But if they know you're gonna be right back, then that's different. I know, CM Blue. Like, I try. I don't know if succeed, but I try. I do like the custom overlays for everything, because I like everything feeling like an experience and not just like one static same thing for every game. I try to make every video, every stream I do feel like its own like tailored experience, I guess is the best way to put it. Anyway, we're here to see some street performers in leotards screaming at each other and us.
Lawrence of Arabia.
I feel like we're playing The Sims now or something. No complaints here, just admiration. Thank you, CM Blue. Yeah, Bubba, I'm not like that. Especially if I'm doing a drinking stream. Like, I'm not going to pretend that drinking 64 ounces of beer is not going to have to make me use the restroom. Like, I'm not that inhuman. Anyway, so, quick question.
Oh.
Shoot. What is happening?
Okay.
That was great. Okay. I second this question. Performance art. What does it mean?
Huh.
Again, I pose the very same question to you, Mr. Thornberry. Fear of existence. The very human or humanity of being human. They're really like screaming or butts. Bubba, I'm not going to pee my pants while streaming if that's what you're suggesting by doing two things at once. Not happening. And also, anyone who suggests the bottle method, you've clearly never tried it. Just putting that out there. Fear of existence? No. Well, that's kind of like a bash against the performers if it's that weird. Like, oh my gosh, these people are actual people. Why do I exist? This is terrifying. Or they're bringing it close to home. The very humanity of being human. Or they just like screaming a lot, or butts. You guys never agree on anything. They really like screaming. Screaming. Oh, that's two agreements. Sure, why not? That they do, but I'm not sure if that encompasses the whole of their performance. Bubba, chill. It happened, all right? I know I'm probably saying that before you even saw it happen, but whatever. Laura, you're still here? Or are you just rejoining? Or are you unlurking? If that's... I don't know. I can't get past Damien's nail polish. I'm sorry. He's got black nails. And I don't know how I feel about that. Actually, I do. Because I feel like that's part of his personality type. I've had my nails painted before. Once as a prank. Second time voluntarily. But it was for things that I'll share later. But the black nail polish, I don't know if black nails are stylish. Even if your hair goes down past your nipples and you wear a cape and you're a guy, are they still stylish then, Bia? What are the color when a vampire paint his nails? Blood red. You both have good points. What are the color when a vampire paint his nails? Indicating he's a vampire. And blood red would also work. It would match his eyeshadow. I almost said eyeliner, but I corrected myself because I know my makeups.
Oh.
I believe it's less about what they're saying and more about what they're and why they're saying it. There we go. I think there's something special about performance art. With almost every other art form, music, painting, photography, the artist uses their medium as a conduit for their emotions. With performance art, the medium is the artist. It is the purest expression of raw human emotion. It's art as catharsis. That's beautiful, Damien. So what you're saying is, if I start making really loud fart noises right now, it's art, as long as I, like, really mean it. Cafe, you're so rebellious. Laura, what do you mean? Ben, I'm assuming that's I've been something. My internet is crappy, so stream keeps stopping. I've been here. I can interpret. I've been here. My internet is crappy, so stream keeps stopping. I'm sorry it keeps stopping. I'm glad I interpreted. CN Blue, you will change your tone once you see his children. 'Cause oh my god, it's creepy. But you're also like a mother and a grandmother of like 13. So I don't know, maybe you won't, but Damien fixes him with a hard stare. I was gonna start making fart noises, but based on the look on your face, that joke isn't gonna play well with this crowd.
Oh.
Oh, the disappointment.
Oh.
Wise.
Ah.
We watch the rest of the performance as earnestly as we can and clap politely after the dancers scream their way off stage. Ah! Whew. I think I'm all arted out. Agreed. We all decide to walk home together.
Oh.
And we all live like on the cul-de-sac. And we all, together. We make our way back to the cul-de-sac. Tiny wine and tiny cheese sloshing around in my stomach. That sounds amazing right now, actually. Minus the wine, because I've got plenty of booze in me already. Speaking of which... beer is delicious. And Tracy, yeah, I totally know it's a goth thing, but that is like Damien's character in a nutshell. And he very well could be having a fit of rebellion in his like mid 40s or 50s. It's totally possible. I'm almost in Joseph's camp with that statement. Yeah, Bubba. Backtrack through chat, although I don't think it actually is readable from the very beginning if you join midstream. So never mind. I think what I've learned tonight, and not just what I've learned about art, which was nice and extremely informative, but what I've learned tonight is that when you put a bunch of tiny wine and tiny cheese together, it eventually becomes regular wine and regular cheese, followed by too much wine and too much cheese. I love that. The tiny cheese lulled me into a false sense of security. I felt safe with the tiny cheese. Wax wings too close to the sun.
Oh.
Cheese wings? Those would melt in the sun too, and I feel like it's more appropriate imagery. Plus, it'd be delicious. A nice Emmentaler? Possibly? I don't think I've ever seen that word before. Emmentaler? Emmentaler? Has anyone seen that before? Or know what that means? No, cafe, I agree wholeheartedly. Cheese is like nature's armor against everything. Gives you like security at the wazoo. Google to the rescue. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that before. With solid cheese turning into liquid cheese when heated, or like cooked in some weird way. Bubba, if you've ever had, okay, here's advice for anyone who wants to quit eating cheese. If you want to quit eating cheese, I apologize. That sucks to do, so I'm sorry. Put some cheese in a frying pan and just turn the heat on. Not high, but like medium, low to medium. You make fried cheese, and the amount that cheese bubbles and oozes and becomes like a flat sheet of cheese, and then you turn the heat off, you take it off the frying pan, and you let it harden. You then have fried cheese, and it is the shiniest thing you've ever seen. It's disgustingly delicious, but it's just so greasy and, oh, it's good. Don't get me wrong, but it makes you realize how greasy cheese is. Sorry if you didn't want to know that, but Emmentaler? Emmentaler? A nice Emmentaler? It's a type of cheese. A Swiss cheese made from cow's milk containing small holes. So like Swiss cheese? Swiss cheese is cheese with holes. Sorry I lingered so long on that. I was curious what Emmentaler was. Hey, if you guys were painters, what would you paint? I actually dabble in oils. I mostly paint landscapes. I'm not very good, but it's a nice way to pass the time.
Oh.
I think I would focus on personal portraits of people in unique positions. Like, for example, luchadors. I think I'd paint boats, seascapes, maybe some lighthouses, mostly boats. Really?
Hey.
Yeah, I'm surprised you're choosing boats in favor of a long history of religious imagery and artwork. What? Boats are cool. What about you, Doc? Food artistry? Landscapes? Or tasteful nudes of the artist? Oh, food art? I'm leaning towards that or tasteful nudes, because Rena votes for buses, which is not an option here. Just kidding. Rena retracts her vote and is going to instead replace it with... Let's be a 2 for food. And yes, Tracy, fried cheese it's freaking delicious. It takes cheese and makes it, you just take like a slab of cheddar cheese and throw it in a frying pan, just let it melt out. It gets all bubbly and like hard, and it's like a solid, oh, you're making me want to go fry some cheese after this. Food. Marina's hands were off place where they should have been on the keyboard. Tasteful nudes because of Firewatch. Oh, food or tasteful nudes. I kind of want to go with tasteful nudes just because it's 11:30 p.m. here where I'm streaming. So we're getting into the adult stuff. Sort of. Art is a money-making business. I know what sells.
We finally get to the cul-de-sac.
All right, boys. Good night. Wait, we didn't even comment on that? It was just, I know what sells. That's it. Cafe, to answer your question, yes. Good art. Agreed.
Hey.
See you guys around? Whether you want to or not, we're all neighbors after all. What are the odds of every dateable dad living in the same cul-de-sac / street? It's kind of ridiculous. Look at that porch we have, though. 2 rocking chairs in front of the window. So good. I head inside to deal with my inevitable cheese over. It's not like a hangover, but with cheese.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Hell yeah, I've got dads. I got a lot of them. And we have one last date to go on. Wait. Just kidding. We have 2, technically. And I don't know if I'm up for that this evening. I think I'm down to do one more date with how I'm currently feeling. And it almost being midnight. So, we have the option of Damien or Joseph to go on our final date of tonight. Or this evening. That sounds way classier. Damien or Joseph? I don't have a date with some cheese. I have a date with some Cheez-Its. And it's actually a Cheez-Its duo with the cheddar cheese Cheez-Its and caramel corn. And oh my gosh, is it delicious. If you've never had it, do it. Craig is not a character, Bubba. You gotta try again there. My boy! So that's a vote for Damien. So we got a Damien, a Craig, which doesn't count. A Dracula, which is Damien. Bia, who's your boy? That's a question, which is Damien. Damien, question mark, which is commenting on who's your boy, which is Damien. Damien's my boy. So literally, it's just been one vote for Damien. Sorry, Bia and Rena. My boy and Dracula. Those are both Damien. Craig stand. It's C-R-A-I-G stand. Oh, but a Substance hasn't seen the Children of the Corn. Although if it's a date, I don't know if you would see the children. Nice callback to the date with Craig. I may not make it to the next cast. You don't even know when the next one is, Substance. You are sugarcoating this and milking it as hard as you can to get to see the Children of the Corn. I haven't even announced when my next one is. You don't know when it's gonna be. I don't know when it's gonna be. You just are pulling it. Video cast? It's called a stream, bud. It's a stream. Okay, so we've got my boy, Dracula, Craig stand, which is off the table because we've already done keg. Joseph has to see the Children of the Corn. Substance, you are not innocent. I'm sorry. It is Damien. Damien is the winner. I apologize, Substance. You have been in the minority for the majority of tonight's stream. Nothing against you, man. I do apologize. But we're gonna message freaking Damien. I made it tattoo that on my laptop. Good luck finding a tattoo artist that'll tattoo a laptop. Let me know how that goes. Damien seemed really interesting. No, he doesn't. He collects dead butterflies. A little odd, but interesting. I think I should hang out with him to get to know him a little better. And navigate to Damien's dadbook page and type out a message. Hey dude, you seem cool. No, we should hang out sometime. I sit there for a minute before I see that Damien's typing. But then he keeps typing. And typing. Man, is this guy writing a novel? I leave the computer to make some coffee. And he's still typing. I sip my coffee and the computer finally dings. Oh my gosh. Doc, I must confess my excitement to be receiving your kind letter, for, as you see, I do find myself available to enjoy your company. I must ask for your forgiveness, however, as I believe our first meeting did not paint me in as gentlemanly manner as I would have liked. Bubba, no. First, you need to find some way to sew human skin onto your laptop. Gross. Yeah. Hair's okay, but the cape. The vest is fine. The cape is where it... I don't know. I would be highly flattered to enjoy your companionship at my residence for an afternoon of tea. Sorry. Gonna straighten my collar that I'm not wearing. I would be highly flattered to enjoy your companionship at my residence for an afternoon tea and a stroll around my garden, should it please you. Till then, adieu. Adieu. Yours humbled, D. Blood March. Damien Blood March? Is that seriously his name? Oh, vampire confirmed. He is totally a vampire. Also, my eye is super itchy. And I try not to scratch things, so I just pluck up my eyelashes to, like, pull my eyelids. It's weird, but whatever. It works, and it scratches without actually touching it. Makes it irritate less. Pro tips from Doc, the guy with allergies. I stare at the screen and reread the letter several times more. I'm not going to actually do that because you guys don't need that. Hey, Amanda! Can you help me with something?
Ugh.
Ugh, Tad, for the last time, I'm not popping your back pimples. No, can you interpret this for me? I turn the computer to Amanda and she squirt. Squints at Damien's message. I just don't understand NetSpeak. Like, is this how you kids communicate with each other now? Oh, totally. This is the hot new thing. See, dads, kids got over saying lol and LMAO or whatever and decided that they would need that what they needed to do was bring it back to the 1800s. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to, all right? It didn't happen. I didn't do it. Coco, you said at the beginning you were not here to make memes, so I will hold you to that. I will call you out like someone calling someone out if you do so. So what did I do? Or what do I do? Where's your pen and quill? What? Did you forget to unpack the pen and quill, Dad? How will we address the nobleman in regards to your upcoming debutante ball? Okay, now I know you're messing with me. Father, without a proper chaperone, you'll never end up with a suitor worthy of our land. Or our dowry. I freaking love Amanda so much. She is such a good daughter. Or like, she's so well acted. It's amazing. So you read Pride and Prejudice for school one time, and now you're reciting things you know about it back to me, aren't you? Like the first 5 pages, then I read a review of the movie. Still gotta be, though. Great, so what do I say to Damien? I got this. Amanda reaches over to me and types on the keyboard. Oh gosh, we're letting her type for us? Sure thing, dude. Regards, Doc. Amanda hits the send and smiles at me. Oh, well, I suppose that's that. Look at this place. He's got freaking gargoyle statues out front. Come on. And then the upper level of glass is what? Stained glass? He's going to bury him in that garden. I wouldn't go. I don't know if you call that a garden, but terrifying. And make the short walk over to Damien's house. Well, I guess you can't really call it a house. It's more of a manor, estate. The Gothic architecture looms above the other homes in the cul-de-sac. I walk past a couple of gargoyles guarding the front door. Ooh. That burp was real. I'm sorry. Panic! Hello? I want a house like that. Minus the P is I want a house like that. Hello. And welcome. Yeah, this is Damien's place. It's kind of terrifyingly gothic. But if that's your style, then you do you. There's not a doorbell? Do we have to, like, knock? Yes. Again, apparently I wrote this game. I pull the large, ornately carved bat's head door knocker back, and a hollow sound echoes throughout the house as I strike it against the door. Knock the knocker. Sure thing, Bubba. Sure thing. Bet his homeowners association had few choice words about that. That sound. I wait several moments before the door slowly creaks open. It's a little creepy, but I enter the home and take a few steps into the foyer, noting the oil portraits of who I assume are dead relatives hanging on the wall. Oh my goodness. He's related to a dog? Is that what's happening? No lurch. Oh, The Addams Family was a great show. Terrifying as a kid, but great. Bubba, I feel that too. I love dogs and treat them as family. But as far as like pictures of family on the wall go, I don't know if I'd include a picture of my dog, at least in that large of a photo. Maybe in a photo like on the mantle there. Or in either of the two display cases with bones. That's terrifying. As I've been mitering them, the front door slams shut behind me. God, this is creepy. Hello? Silence. An oil lamp at the corner flickers dimly, casting ominous shadows against the wall. Why do I feel like all the people in these paintings are staring straight at me? Why is it so cold in here? Where's Damien? Doc, pleasure to have you in my home. I look up and see Damien standing at the top of a majestic staircase with a walking candle holder. What's at the door slamming shut? Ohana means family. Family means no dog gets left behind or forgotten. Yes, Bubba, that. You love this daddy you're dating? Panic, I'm going through and dating all the dads at least once. I am not really feeling Damien, which is the dad we're currently dating, because it gives me the creeps. But he does have what looks like a weird variety of Jell-O infused cheesecake with cherries on top on the center platter of his chandelier. Oh wait, that's behind it. Of his food tray thing with some like triangular sandwiches beneath. Panic? Okay. I see you. I see your type. All right. Oh, sorry. There was a draft. Creepy. And the door creaking open when I knocked? Yeah, a lack of WD-40.
Oh.
I accidentally left the door unlocked. And the creepy oil paintings? I like oil paintings. Right. Just like, listen to the music that they give you for your interaction with Damien. There's no way he's not meant to be pictured as creepy.
Ah.
Right. I'm not doing him any favors, but whatever. Please, let me show you around. Okay. Oh gosh. Damien leads me around his house, showcasing his parlor, sitting room, auxiliary sitting room. What? Why would you have two? Why would you have one? And the parlor again, for some reason, which is where we were talking to him in, which is this room. This is one of the older homes on the block, yes, but nowhere near as old as the architecture might suggest. He starts to bare his fang, GTFO. Yeah, that's the plan. Man bun Doc's not rude at all. He should get thrown out for rudeness. Through extensive renovations, I have been able to craft a residence that is both historically accurate to the Victorian period and equipped with the amenities of any modern dwelling. We walk past the door covered in bumper stickers, caution tape, and a Black Parade poster. I freaking love Black Parade. That is a fantastic album. I'm dating myself here. Not really, though. I'm not old enough to say that. Kind of. Not for that band, at least. Did they listen to My Chemical Romance in the Victorian area? Not area. Era. That's my son's room. I didn't know he was a father. Is that his son in the middle? Like the middle oil painting? I'm just a babby? Comparatively speaking, yes. I don't feel like a babby. But sometimes I feel old. Like real old. Depending on what I do at work. And my back hurts because of it. Or my feet. Or... Ooh. Anyway, that's his son's room. You know how these rebellious teenage years are. Onward, onward. There's more to see. We reach a door at the end of the hall that Damien opens with a flourish. Back to the butterfly collection. The dead butterfly collection. And this is the library. Sunlight streams in from floor to ceiling. From floor to ceiling arched windows. The walls are lined with packed bookshelves, and even more books are scattered over the period-appropriate furniture. Damien is clearly really proud of this room. Look at the butterflies. That's the most interesting thing for sure. Oh, just hearts. No eggplants and teardrops. Or like what the teardrops are supposed to represent. A hot bookworm? You do you, Sand Blue. But, if he was Southern, he'd probably be immediately disowned. Yeah, probably. And I am Southern, so that might be partly why I'm immediately disowning him. I'm trying to give him a chance with the whole house tour, but it's just gotten weirder since this, so... When was the first time you saw the collection? I think it was last stream. I can't remember why. If anyone else remembers why, let me know. I feel like it was he gave us something and we were returning it. No, we got a delivery. That was a box of dead butterflies. That was addressed to him, but somehow postmarked to our address or something. And so we ended up bringing it over here to give to him as part of his collection. And it got freaking weird from there. So... And yes, Panic, you're right. Being stuck with a pin would probably not be the most pleasant experience in the world. And apparently you're reading ahead of what I'm reading. It's because apparently the glass display of pinned bugs is what's on the wall. It's pretty impressive. In a terrifying way. Your sibling is in entomology in school. They have a collection while still in school. That's kind of cool. I didn't think you would do that while in school. Nice bugs. Ooh, that's kind of offensive, I feel. Just calling them bugs. I pinned them all myself. maybe I could show you how sometime. Yeah, I don't think it's that hard. You take a dead bug and you do that to it. You kind of just pin it. Unless you have to pin the wings. I don't know. I'm concerned I would stick the pin right through my finger. Ah, the pinner's gambit. Sorry, my eye just decided to itch like crazy right now. I have something stuck in it. Hold on. Okay, we're good. Is that a thing? No. Ooh, we have options. Look out the window, pick up a book. Just the hearts. I feel like the window is going to give us the eggplants and tears, though. Good night, Rena. Sleep well. We're almost done here, so you won't have much to catch up on if you do decide to catch up on streams. But sleep well, and good night, and thank you for joining. You know, Doc, in the Victorian era, there was some controversy surrounding reading. Many people thought the more tawdry novels would encourage youths into a life of crime and would cause too much of a distraction from work and school. I pull out a book at random and examine the worn cover. Opening it, I turn to a random page and read aloud. Naruto suggested... I can't read anything right. Naruto struggled against the chains that Sasuke had bound him with. Shirtless and out of breath, he looked up at Sasuke. Sasuke smirked, unbuttoning his ninja pants. Okay, I think that's enough. Damien snaps the book shut and puts it back onto the shelf. Panic, I have an excuse. During Dream Daddy streams, it often involves a large consumption of the alcoholic beverage, which I have had a decent amount of this evening. So any word fumbles, I blame on the drink, not on me, although I'd probably be making them regardless. But still, I'm using that as my scapegoat. See, yeah, I don't have work until Wednesday. I had work, the last day I worked was yesterday, on Thursday. I am 2 minutes away from that being inaccurate in my time zone. It's 11:58. But yeah, I had work Thursday. I don't work again until Wednesday. Which is why I'm applying for a new job, because I hate that schedule and how it can sometimes be so absent. That's a rare book from my private collection. Okay, and now we get to look out the window. Cue the eggplants! Or just the hearts. I'm sorry, that was sad. I walk to the window and am greeted by a beautiful view of Damien's backyard. It showcases a beautiful view of the rest of the cul-de-sac. Hey, I can see Craig on his lawn. He's doing push-ups with his daughters on his back. Okay, that's kind of impressive. Like, yeah. A rare book directly from AO3 or fanfiction.net. Oh. Panic, what do you do for work? Is this your first stream of mine to join? I feel like it is. I know you from Kira's channel and all that jazz, but... A grocery store? No, not first stream? It must have been a hot minute then. Again, forgive me, I've also been, imbibing the beverage. Anyway, Krieg, as Bubba, I think, just typed and then deleted, is doing push-ups with his daughters on his back, which I don't care who that is. That's freaking impressive. Push-ups, period, are hard. One-handed push-ups are another story entirely. And then push-ups with your children, 2 of which on your back. Bravo. That's something else. Damn. He sees me and waves happily, doing push-ups with one hand now. One hand and his daughter's on his back. Holy crap. Yeah. Damn! Did you know that Victorians spent at least 20 hours a week gazing longingly at full-length windows? Wait, really?
Oh.
No, but Victorians did appreciate telling a good joke. Please, will you join me for tea? Okay, he's getting slightly less weird, but he's still like, I don't know if I can do this. I follow Damien to his sitting room. His sitting room or his auxiliary sitting room. He has both. Where fingered foods have already been set out upon a beautiful tiered silver tray. I take a seat on one of the high-back chairs as Damien pours and serves me some tea. Can't believe we're having a high tea. I never thought I'd get to do this.
Oh.
Damien smiles to himself. What? It's a common misconception that high tea refers to the wealth or class of the people enjoying it, where in fact the high refers to both the latter time of day that the working class had to enjoy the tea and the height of the tables on which they're served. Oh. He's an onion? Bia? Alright, I'll keep my options open. Like I said, I'm playing the dad field tonight. And we have just Joseph left to date, which I don't think will happen tonight. But anyway, let's continue. My dear friend, we're currently enjoying afternoon tea. Not high tea, afternoon tea. That's informative. Damien takes a seat next to me and serves me a tiny sandwich. Your home is really impressive. Are there a lot of goths in Maple Bay? I like your cape. Let's go with the home. It is kind of pretty awesome. And we got the eggplants, guys. And the teardrops, which are not really indicated to represent teardrops. There's something else when combined with the eggplants. Those are the dots. I'll let you connect them. It seems like you've really put a lot of work into this place.
Huh.
Thank you. No one's ever complimented my home before. Bia, maybe that's why he's your favorite. Hell, I can barely get matching salt and pepper shakers in my place, and look what you've done. Kinda jealous. That's very generous of you to say. What got you so interested in goth stuff? Well, when I was a young boy, my father... Did he take you into the city?
Huh.
Sorry? Did you guys see a marching band? Oh my gosh. This reference is great. I'm afraid I don't understand. You're serious? Of course. The My Chemical Romance Black Parade reference? Come on. But it's, you know, the song. Amanda made me listen to it. He has no idea what we're talking about. Seriously? I'd love to see a marching band. Nevertheless, I've always had a love for art, history, and fashion. What started off as a small hobby of collecting taxidermied animals grew into sort of an obsession. Privileged to be able to appreciate the lives and culture of those who came before us, I think. That's creepy! Why not go all the way? I like not dying when I catch a cold. He takes a sip of tea. I can acknowledge that there were many very terrible things about the Victorian era, and to try to live a life that strictly aligns with those ideals would be admittedly horrid. But I think it takes a critical mind to truly appreciate something to the fullest, to be cognizant of its flaws and to love it all the same. Tell me, Doc, do you have any hobbies? Oh man, I do, but I don't know if I care about anything the way you care about this stuff. Well, I'd love to hear about your interests. Hearing someone talk about the things they're passionate about is intriguing, and quite honestly, rather attractive. Ooh. please, do tell me about your hobbies. Quick, sound sophisticated. I like watching soap making videos on the internet. Love me some word jumbles. I learned how to juggle once. None of these are sophisticated, nor, as Bubba stated, give us the option to select butts as an answer. Which, Panic, I think you're the most recently joined attendee of tonight's stream, was actually a common option while looking at art. All art reminded us of butts for quite the time. I do love my cheese, but that has nothing to do with soap, word jumbles, or juggling. And butts are hilarious. We're trying to sound educated here, so word jumbles maybe might mark our education and being able to solve grammatical puzzles. Soap making videos is not really. And juggling. Okay, just hearts, no eggplants or tears, that's okay. The written word fascinates me. We spend so much time using words, you know? And I think people would appreciate them more if they had to unjumble them. It's poetic, really. Oh, so you're a writer? In a sense. We finished our tea and finger sandwiches. Wow. Read that out of context and it's we finished our tea and finger sandwiches, or we finished our tea and finger sandwiches. One is really okay, one is really not. Come, I have one more thing to show you. Whoa. Damien takes me around the back of his home where a variety of flowers flourish in beautifully landscaped rows. A small stone path weaves through it and butterflies flit lazily through the air. Oh, Bubba, I'm sure they don't. I'm sure they don't. He's got more gargoyles, though. The water fountain, minus the gargoyles, this place is freaking cool. I mean, the gargoyles are cool, but it's kind of like odd that someone would have them.
Oh.
My garden. It's beautiful. Thank you.
Oh.
Victorians took flowers and floral arrangements very seriously. You see, it was considered uncouth to discuss personal and romantic relationships in public, so lovers and friends alike would use bouquets to send secret messages to each other. Each flower and plant is symbolic of different feelings. See, that's kind of cool. Like, I like that. Not Damien doing it, but that concept, period. Even more interesting is that one flower could mean different things depending on other plants it was paired with. One had to be extremely careful, as even the style in which the ribbon was tied around the bouquet affected the message. Damien leans down and plucks a gorgeous, bright orange flower off of a vine. He's gonna give it to us, and I don't want it. Lilium bulbiferum, the orange lily. What do you think this one means? My loins are ablaze. Thou art the tightest. 3 cheers for sweet revenge. Oh, these are so good. Yeah, Panic. Damien's your type. My loins are ablaze. Sounds freaking amazing. The orange lily is actually symbolic of pure hatred. That wasn't even an option. No, Sam Blue, you don't have to choose. I do. And that's what makes this terrifyingly fun. Well, and that's precisely why floral arrangements are so challenging. What's your favorite type of flower? Snapdragons, honeysuckle, or sunflowers? First answer I see. I literally have no preference. I'm going with. First one. Who's gonna be first? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a answer from chat by its toe. Or if they take forever, let them pay, because I will read them right now, sunflowers. They remind me of sunshine, and then you can eat the seeds as a delicious snack. What a practical choice. My stomach grumbles. Oh man, now I want sunflower seeds. I'll have to remember that when I put together a bouquet for you. What the heck kind of pose is this on the face? I don't understand how that's sophisticated in any fashion. I don't know. He would put together a bouquet for me. Nobody's ever given me a bouquet before. I follow Damien down the footpath and admire more of his beautiful flowers. You guys hear that? Suddenly a phone rings.
Huh.
Oh, Doc, will you excuse me? I must take this. Pulls a cell phone out of his pocket. I'm a little surprised it's not a rotary phone. He's going to do the laugh stance. Oh, we'll see. Go for it. Damien smiles and walks back to the house. I take a deep breath and enjoy the heavily perfumed air. What a lovely yard. This makes you wish I had put a little more effort into that garden Amanda and I tried to start one time. Our watermelons grew to the size of cherry tomatoes and then immediately died. Oh hey, a gargoyle. Oh no, I knocked over the gargoyle.
Fix that guard.
This is a mini game? Fix that gargoyle? Oh gosh. There's a whole 3D element to it?
Goal.
Don't tell me it's gonna be multiple times over. We literally put it. Oh, first time, guys. First try. Who's number one? He was number one. Schwartywerger Jagerman Jensen? He was number one. Vernon, who watched SpongeBob as a youth? That's for you. Whew, that was a close one. Oh, here Damien comes. He looks upset.
Ah!
Doc, whew, my sincerest apologies to have kept you waiting. There's an urgent matter that I must attend to, so I'm afraid I must take my leave. No problem, dude. Everything all right? Damien worries the hem of his coat with his fingers. He looks away. I guess worries is a verb, like you caress your fingers up and down it, like rapidly, like you're worried. Poof into a cloud of bats. It's possible, Coco. We'll see. Everything is perfectly fine. It's Lucian. Who's Lucian? His son? What's wrong? He appears to have... Well, his teacher needs me to come to the school. Post haste. You need help? Oh, no. You don't have to. Let me come with you. Us dads gotta stick together. You're... Right. This is one of Lucian's more... elaborate stunts. I would greatly treasure having another parent by my side. Let's go. Yeah, that is his son, for sure. Damon and I walk into the school and are immediately greeted by an anxious-looking Hugo. Hey, Damien. You're here in record time.
Oh no.
I wouldn't miss it for the world. Wow, whatever it is, it doesn't seem like this is Hugo and Damien's first time to the "my kids are in trouble" rodeo. What is it this time?
Oh.
This, Damien, you have to see to believe. Graffiti, isn't it? Damien and I fall into step behind Hugo, who leads us through the busy corridors of the school. We pass by several classes in session, and I vaguely wonder if Amanda's around. Hugo eventually ushers us into a small boiler room with a flight of rickety stairs leading down into darkness. Watch your step. Good night, Cafe. Sleep well. It's almost over, but thank you for joining. Sleep well, and I will talk to you soon. Let me come with you to the parent-teacher conference. It's so much better than graffiti. Ooh. Bubba? Yes? To have it accessible to children? Absolutely not. At least in older times. I don't know if I've read this or not, so I'm gonna read it again. I can hear faint voices drifting up from the basement, and they don't sound happy. I'm led into the depths of the school. I recall the antics I got into as an angsty middle schooler. At least I had enough sense to stay out of creepy basements. Oh gosh. We find another teacher in the boiler room tucked away in the back of the basement. With him are Lucian and Ernest, Hugo's son. Lucian has a bloody nose. Where is this teacher? Is it on screen anywhere? I don't see the teacher anywhere. Thanks for coming. I can't make heads or tails of this. I look around the scene of the crime and see a bunch of bricks and some masonry tools scattered around. What happened here? Ernest punched me. Lucian tried to kill me.
What?
The room falls silent. I was not trying to kill you, dumbass. I was just trying to build a brick wall around you and see what would happen. You promised me there was wine down here. You tricked me.
Huh.
Whoa. Wait a second. Lucian, did you try to cask of Amontillado Ernest? I'm neither confirming nor denying that. Is that a thing at the school or something? I turn to Damien and whisper to him. What's cask of Amontillado? The classic Edgar Allan Poe short story where a man gets his enemy drunk, lures him down into his cellar with the promise of wine and a fine vintage, then buries him alive behind a brick wall. I've actually read that, now that I read that. It's a lovely story. So wait, Lucian, you tried to do that to him? This kid is messed up. I was curious to see how it would turn out. I wasn't actually going to leave him there. What was the thought process here? That Ernest was just going to sit still while you slowly built a tomb around him? Well, it worked for like 20 minutes because he's an idiot, but then he realized I had lied about the wine. And you were cackling maniacally. That sort of tipped me off. Ernest, 20 minutes? Dad.
What?
It took you 20 minutes? Son, we did an entire 2-week unit on the cask of Amontillado, and it took you 20 minutes to realize Lucian was leading you into an elaborate ruse? Did you even read the story? I read the first 5 pages and then read a review of the movie.
What?
It's only 5 pages long and there is no movie. Huh, yeah, you're right. I paid Lucian to read it for me. Actually, he didn't even pay me. So when you think about it, this is me teaching him a lesson. Holy crap, this is messed up. Damien and Hugo both had their heads in their hands. You guys are always telling me to engage in the literature, and I did. I don't see a problem here. Alright, I'm filing this under what the hell. Don't do whatever that was again. You two are both suspended for a week. Ernest and Lucian high five. The teacher starts to stomp up the stairs. Hugo, I'll cover your class. Take your son home. Mr. Bloodmarch, you too. Wow. Thank you for your meditation. Or mediation, sorry. We all head up the stairs and out the school in tense silence. Lucian, Damien, and all pile into a car and begin the drive home. Lucian immediately puts his hood up and stares out the window angrily. I'm not going to therapy again.
Oh no.
I know, son. It's entirely up to you whether or not you want to go. But I care about you, and I can see that you're struggling. So if you do decide that you would like to speak to a professional about your feelings, we can do that too.
Huh.
Maybe you can spend the next week looking for a summer job, I know how much you want to own a car. Or want your own car. I can't believe Damien's keeping his cool. I'm impressed. Yappy, I agree. It's funny in a weird way. Fine. Thanks for not freaking out too hard. I love you, son. Lucian continues staring out of the window. Love you too. We spend the rest of the drive in relative silence. Okay. Bia, he's growing on me. I'll say it. He's a good father, for sure. It's still weird, but he's a good father. Still way above Brian and his try-hard daughter. The moment we pull into the driveway, Lucian hops out of the car, slams the door, and runs inside. I didn't expect to have that conversation in front of you. He and I have a lot we need to work out. It's alright, and all things considered, Lucian's bricklaying was pretty good. So there's your silver lining.
Oh.
There is that. Yes. He's probably just going through the phase. I really admire how you handled that. Does this kind of thing happen a lot? I really admire how you handled that. For sure. You were a lot more diplomatic with him than I would have been. I just want what's best for him. I don't think yelling at him would do either of us any favors. It rarely does. You're a good dad. Oh, there's the eggplants. See you around soon?
Oh.
It would be my honor and my pleasure. Damien bows with a flourish. Classy.
Huh.
Oh, man. There's the music. I come home to find Amanda curled up on the couch with a blanket watching TV. I pop down next to her. Yo. What you watching? Tiny House Hunting Brothers, Extreme Edition. Ugh, I hate this show. Couple on screen bickers back and forth while standing in an extremely small house made out of recycled bottles. The Tiny House Hunting Brothers watch them with bemused expressions, both of their heads touching the low ceiling. I told you I wanted a 2-bed, 2-bath, shabby chic cottage. This house doesn't even have a bathroom. But honey, the outhouse is only 20 yards away. It's not that bad. I am not pooping outside, Greg! Why don't they just get a regular sized house? I don't know. How'd afternoon tea go? Hate outhouses? I do too, Panic. I once went on a backpacking trip in New Mexico. It's called Philmont, if any of you are familiar with that. It's for Boy Scouts. And they had some latrines scattered about, some of which were, and this is not my verbiage or coinage of the term, they had some that were pilot to co-pilot, where they were side by side with like a little wall in between, and they had some that were termed pilot to bombardier, which it was literally back-to-back toilets. It was literally two like plywood boxes with holes in them where you would do your stuff into, with one little solid plywood wall, and you both shared, like your backs were up against it. It was very strange. That was the pilot to bombardier method. Anyway, it's not strange. We had to go to school to pick up Lucian since he lured Ernest down to the cellar with promise of a fine vintage and then tried to brick him into the wall, right? How did you know that? Has everyone read this story except for me? Lucian live streamed the entire thing. Oh, that's kind of awesome. Props to live streaming. This entire day is beyond me. But otherwise, it was a fun day. That Damien guy is a character, but he's really good company. And a surprisingly diplomatic dad.
Ah.
Coco, you do not want to be asking that question. I dig his style. You know what? Me too. If this takes us back to Dad Book, which it does. A decent...
That was the jammiest bits of jam. I'm not quite sure what that one means. I read it in an article once about the Victorian era.
The jammiest bit of jam. Less than par on bonding, and respect, and goth, and Edwardian, but Amontillado and Poe, which are both poets, are... I don't know. I don't know why our score's so low. We only got 82,305,170 dad points. Although that might be cumulative. Actually, that's 100% cumulative. Dad points 494,019 and daddy points 370,610. Yeah, Bubba, that's what I don't know. I don't exactly know what I had a say in to influence that score. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is probably where I'm going to end tonight's stream. I don't even want to click continue because I don't know what it's going to get us into. And I don't know if I want to get into that thing that it's going to get us into. It's also been about 3 hours. I'm getting kind of tired and the booze is... It's just a thing. So yeah, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I don't know when I'll stream this again next. I do this on either Friday or Saturday, but because I work events, I typically work Fridays or Saturdays. But I do have a job interview on Tuesday for a new job that would not involve nearly as many weekends, or even nights for that matter. So a potential stream schedule might be coming soon. I don't want to get my hopes up though. But anyway, thank you all very much for watching. Thank you, Christine. I appreciate it. More details to come if things actually happen. But I'm planning on streaming like for the next 5 or so days. Probably. Don't hold me to that. But I don't work again until Wednesday. And that's one video, one stream a day. I think I can manage that. So lots of streams to come, hopefully. And again, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time. And until then, as always, take care.